Coming up next on Red Apple 21, another edition of Profile, highlighting selected schools in Fairfax County. In this edition, Hayfield Secondary School students, teachers, and administrators show how they join together to provide support to members of the school community through classes, clubs, and special services. Hayfield Secondary is a school that adds new meaning to the words people helping people. From special classes to extracurricular activities, every effort is made to serve and support the school community. Our program will profile this Area 1 school and show how the People Helping People theme carries through to a variety of activities. We'll see how students are helping students in special classes and activities, how the faculty and administration work to provide special services for students, and how the community, in particular Fort Belvoir, helped the school through a special school adoption program. Vic Lutz, the school's principal, begins our program with an overview of Hayfield Secondary.
I'm Vic Lutz, the principal of Hayfield Secondary School. We're located on Telegraph Road here in Fairfax County, very near to Fort Belvoir. The school was built in 1968. We're approaching our 20th year in terms of being in existence in Fairfax County. This year we house approximately 2,900 students in grades 7 through 12. We've been larger. Next year we may be just a little bit smaller in terms of student enrollment. We're talking about a student population that really is the lifeblood of our school. Our students come from a wide range, a variety of backgrounds. Many of them, because of the proximity of Fort Belvoir, come from military backgrounds. These young people are very much a strength to our student body and the way youngsters learn from one another in our building. We are growing as a community. There's construction surrounding our school with completion dates beginning in the very near future and ranging into the years to come. The future for Hayfield Secondary School looks very exciting. It's a growth community, and we look forward to continuing the mix of students that bring us the great strengths that we have as a student body and as a school.
At Hayfield, the main objective is to provide a positive learning environment so that students can feel good about themselves and about their school. Opportunities in academics, athletics, and activities exist so that students can benefit from a well-rounded education. And in each area, the People Helping People theme is a significant contributing factor.
During the course of this program that you'll watch about Hayfield Secondary School, our theme is People Helping People. You'll find, as we move through this brief time with you, that we're talking about adults in our building working very well with one another and with students. We're also talking about students helping students. All of that contributes to the learning situation that our young people enjoy at Hayfield Secondary School.
Students are encouraged to take an active role in school leadership because in many cases, they are most directly affected by actions taken. An outgrowth of this emphasis on student leadership was the Leadership Training Conference held in the fall.
In October, 11 staff members took 36 students, grades 7 through 12, to Fort Belvoir for a 3-day leadership seminar. The purpose of the leadership seminar was to give kids insight into intrapersonal, interpersonal group dynamics, as well as teach them about personality types and leadership styles. Once the kids learned these skills, they assessed the building and the faculty and population of students that attend school here at Hayfield. They then assessed the problems that confront Hayfield, and with help from these 11 staff members, they divided themselves into 3 task forces so they can address these issues. The 3 task forces that the students came up with were the physical plant group, student involvement group, and the final group was a task force on faculty and administration.
Focusing on students, the Student Involvement Task Force chose to address the issue of the school's transient population by making an effort to introduce new students to their classmates.
Hi, are you Alice Carla?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm with the Student Involvement Task Force, and since you're a new student, I'm going to take a picture of you and take a little biography.
Okay.
And welcome to Hayfield.
Thank you.
Okay, so you can just stand so I can take a quick picture. Oh, Lord. Okay, and this picture is going to go in the showcase in the lobby.
Another task force concentrated on some of the problems in the school building itself and came up with an informative and entertaining list of suggestions.
My name is Nate Keller, and I represent the plant part of our task force. Our main purpose is to improve the physical attractiveness of our school. And here to do that is me, Steve, Christine, Melissa, and Kelly. And we're going to tell you about the problems we're going to try to solve. I know you're probably saying this is another boring speech, but me and Steve had devised a way to make it interesting. Go ahead, Steve. A couple weeks ago, we took a trip so we could learn about leadership. We worked real hard, plus had a little fun. And here are all the things we're going to try to get done. We talked and debated, then we all agreed that the bathrooms in the school were just too messy. So we took upon ourselves to get involved, and here are all the problems we're going to try to get solved. You try to wash your hands, but that's a joke because the soap dispensers have no soap. Another thing that gets us upset is there is no paper towel, so our hands stay wet. Where they are, nobody knows, so we dry our wet hands on our clean clothes. And then there's graffiti all over the walls, and they need to put a door on the bathroom stalls. It's kind of hard to comb your hair when there's not even a decent mirror in there.
The third task force addressed the issue of student-faculty relations and developed a way for students to get to know the teachers in the school.
Hello, I'm Tommy Ying, and I'm from the Student Faculty Task Force. Our main objective is to better the relationship between the students and the faculty. Because Hayfield has such a large geographical area, the largest in Fairfax County, we decided that because Hayfield is stationed so near Fort Belvoir, and because so many students come in and out, that it would be better to relate the students to the faculty. And we have done this through showcases and Department of the Month, and each month we would do a department. And this month's department is Social Studies.
In addition to these student leaders, Hayfield also has a very active SCA.
They have been, over the years, and continue to be, extremely active in the theme of students helping students. They have done leadership training workshops from the high school side with students from the intermediate side regularly over the past several years, including this year. In that sense, we provide the appropriate kind of training for intermediate youngsters within our building to move into leadership roles when they reach the high school years. They've been involved in other activities as well, fundraising through the magazine drive and sponsoring dances, and they've recently held a very successful blood donation drive. We're very proud of that.
My objectives are that they are leaders not only by what they do and say, but by the way they act, and their actions are very, very important in the messages that they send out to the rest of the student body. We try to serve the school. We are essentially a service organization. We serve school and community. We not only provide activities for students to take part in, but we are also involved with student concerns. We're involved with blood drives. We're involved with helping the younger people in the community, such as a breakfast with Santa Claus that we hold every year. We're very involved in leadership training. We provide an overnight workshop for our own student leaders early in the year, and we also help the intermediate school when our SCA officers held a workshop on a Saturday for the intermediate student leaders.
What we mainly deal with is the activities. Like we had a bloodmobile drive last week, and we held a Camp Varsity at the beginning of the year for it was about 75 people, and we had like a leadership program where we brought the kids there and we taught them how to talk in front of a group, how to get along with administrators, get along with others, and get things done, have a positive attitude, because that's what it all takes to become a leader.
Another example of student leaders helping students is the AIMS program at Hayfield. AIMS stands for the Alliance for Increasing Minority Success. Diane Linehan, Director of Student Services, tells us more about this program.
I'm Diane Linehan, and I've been sponsoring the AIMS program at Hayfield Secondary for the last year and a half. AIMS stands for Alliance for Improving Minority Success. It is the brainchild of a Dr. Leroy Miles at Virginia Tech. He is here at the Northern Virginia campus, and his perspective was that, like a millionaire who gives money to youngsters and tells them to do with it what they want to, and that they believe in them, and that they believe that they will succeed, if a college reached down to younger students at an earlier age and told them that they must have the requirements and the skills that were needed for that school, they would then, with proper nurturing and modeling and helping from selected individuals at the university and the high school, move up in the direction of a college-bound experience. So we selected 7th grade students here at Hayfield who we felt had ability, who may not be college-bound, and we told them that we were going to offer them the opportunity to attend Virginia Tech after they graduated from high school. That would mean that they would need to complete the required math, science, English, social studies classes that the school required, but that once they had completed those courses, without any regard to financial considerations, they had admission to the school.
Throughout the year, AIMS students stay in contact with their mentors and meet as a group periodically to discuss topics such as academic progress and class selection.
I think in terms of the motivation that I've seen coming from these students who weren't quite sure of their direction, who then met up with high school students who were sure of their direction, the contact that these younger ones have had with the older students with the goal of a college education down the road has inspired them to do some interesting things academically. It's not to mean that everyone is getting an A in math and in science and English and in social studies. They're not. But they are striving toward that, and they are willing to put in their own time to achieve that end. That's encouraging.
In addition to providing leadership in the school, students also help students by offering services such as peer counseling.
I read an article once about peer counseling. And the article was entitled Kids Helping Kids. And I guess that's probably the best description I can give of the program. Many of the younger students in the junior high school and elementary school years don't react really well to adults, whether they have a trust problem or whatever it may be. And we found over the years that they react pretty well to one of their peers. It's older peer, obviously, in the high school age bracket. But they tend to open up and find some confidence in trusting the older student. What we do is take volunteers for the program who are interviewed and we feel will work well in the program. And we give them some instruction over the fall about psychology and counseling techniques and so forth. And then in the spring, about middle of February, they go out to meet their assignment and they work with their student during the spring, and they come back to school and we compare notes, try to reach group solutions to problems, and then take these solutions suggested by the group back into the field the following week and try and see if that helps the student with the student they're counseling with the problem they're trying to work out.
The students involved in the program as counselors are providing a service to the school community, but they also benefit from this experience.
Well, we get feedback from the elementary school and from the junior high school that the benefit is tremendous in terms of adjustment, behavior adjustment. We've even heard back from psychologists and from the court people and so forth that there's been tremendous benefit. It's not 100% successful, but then again, nothing ever is. For the high school students, genuinely, they tell me that they grow more from the program. They think they grow more from the program than the students that they're being counseled. They learn more about life and about themselves and questioning their own values and reaffirming their own values.
Another organization at Hayfield serves students by making them aware of a very serious concern in today's society. Hayfield's chapter of SAD, or Students Against Drunk Driving, is an active and committed group of students helping students.
I'm Suanna Clark. I'm the sponsor for SAD here at Hayfield Secondary. SAD's a national organization that grew out of students' anger about losing their friends and family members to drunk driving accidents. They're aware that young people drink and drive without really being cognizant of all the problems that can come of that, between minor accidents to death. The mission here for the SAD group in this school is to keep students as aware as possible of drinking and driving problems. So the students try to create different programs to do that. They have activities, they do poster contests. Right before Christmas, they had what they called a ghost day, where for a day they had about 65 kids walking around in kind of death outfits representing the number of people who die statistically a day in drunk driving accidents. It's an excellent organization because it's student-run, it's a grassroots lobby, and the students are the ones who have to take the initiative to do the work, to keep people abreast of the issues involved. And they do that. They do a good job of it.
Project Graduation is sponsored by the Washington Regional Alcoholic Program, and it's done by the students in SAD. This year, the theme for it for the second year in a row is Arrive Alive, and there's bumper stickers you can see in my cars and buttons. The symbol is a red carnation, which we will be giving to all the senior teachers, or probably all the teachers. That would be better. And we can tie red balloons to the cars and put announcements saying this is, we'll do it on a Friday and say, compliments of SAD, please don't drink and drive. Project Graduation starts April 15th and runs throughout the prom season and graduation season, which is to the end of school.
The group makes a real effort to combat alcohol abuse among high school students and tries to encourage their classmates to stick to their principles when confronted by peer pressure.
It is difficult, you're right. They do feel pressure from other students, and they really feel let down when there's a lot of members at the beginning of the year, then members start dropping out as the year goes on. And that's a problem. All of us have tried to cope with it. Sometimes we make ourselves feel good about it and the students keep on, and other times they feel let down and disappointed that a lot of students don't want to hear the message and aren't really interested in being concerned with the issues that they're trying to bring to them.
The Students Against Drunk Driving realize that they have a tough battle to fight, but they continue to support each other as they work to make their school a better place. You've seen how students at Hayfield are involved in programs that help other students. But another important aspect of this People Helping People school is the relationship with the community, especially the relationship with Fort Belvoir. Approximately 25% of the Hayfield student body lives on Fort Belvoir, and the 3 elementary schools on base feed into Hayfield. Lieutenant Colonel George Sorrentino spoke with us about the benefits of the Partnership in Education program that led to Fort Belvoir's adoption of Hayfield.
Fort Belvoir looks on the Adopt a School program as a way of fostering the educational commitment that we have to help high school students and to help our students. We have many resources in the way of people at Fort Belvoir and facilities that can aid in the education of our children. These people bring with them practical, day-to-day experience that they can give to students, such as in guest speaker programs, such as in tours that the students take of the different facilities that are located on Fort Belvoir. Some of the programs that we have, the students can become involved in to find out whether they really want that career, whether they really want to pursue that career in life, such as in the area of journalism or the medical fields. They can work at the Witt Army Hospital. And in the past, this has proven to be a good relationship for both parties.
Another program at Hayfield which benefits both the students and the community is the Child Occupations class offered by the school's Home Economics Department. Hayfield students benefit from the hands-on experience of working with young children, while the community benefits by having this child care program available to them.
I'm Lisa Hall, and I'm a home economics teacher at Hayfield Secondary, and I run the Child Care Occupations class, which is a nursery school program that's run primarily by the high school students. It's designed to let the students get valuable knowledge that they need for entry-level jobs into child care professions. And even if they decide not to go into a child care profession, they'll give them the information they need to help them be better parents and be more aware of learning and the kinds of things that take place when a child is growing up.
Children from the community spend 3 mornings each week in the nursery school. They are involved in learning games, art projects, music, and creative play. These activities are supervised by the high school students, who learn how to relate to preschoolers.
I think that the high school students learn a lot by finding out what it's like to be on the other side. They spent their life being the students, and now they're having to take on the responsibility of teaching, and it's quite different, and they get the opportunity to do that. And it gives them a lot of information that they can use later on in their life.
First of all, I do like children a lot, and the reason why I took it is mainly because I do like children, and the course is to help us, like for parenthood when we get older, and like to teach the children that come here that we teach them different concepts each week. We have a different concept.
Well, today we learned about transportation, and they made cars, and they're learning about how they get from places and stuff like that.
I think that it's real important for the community to know that they're a part of what's going on in the schools, and that they come into the school when they bring their little children in, and they pick their little children up, and they're able to see the high school students in action. They're able to talk with high school students. The high school students lots of times will tell the parents things that happened during the day, things that were good, maybe something that wasn't quite so good, and it really does help to improve the relationship with the community.
The close interaction with the community is certainly beneficial to Hayfield students, who appreciate the support they're receiving and take pride in what they can give back to the community. The final area in which we see great evidence of people helping people is in the interaction between faculty and students. Hayfield is fortunate to have many dedicated faculty members who strive to give their students the best educational experiences possible. In addition to the time spent in the classroom, faculty members spend countless hours in other programs that enrich the lives of their students. One example was the recent Black History Month celebration, showcasing the talents of over 50 students. Faculty coordinators Yvonne Roundtree and Odessa Sickles told us about the program.
The program was more or less a medley of song, dance, skits, and a lot of talent was displayed in the program. The students felt very good about what they did. It gave them a sense of pride. They were very happy about what they had done. Some self-esteem came out of what they had done on stage. They had 3 performances, which was a little different than what we had done with the previous year. There was an assembly in the morning, or there were 2 assemblies in the morning, an A assembly, a B, and then they again performed for the intermediate students. It was very taxing. They had practiced a lot, The student body on a whole benefited from the program because they felt good. They complimented all the students who performed, and it brought some unity among the student body at Hayfield. So we were very, very pleased.
I wanted all students to find out just what the culture of Black people was all about and is about. And I really felt strongly about having this done through the students rather than bringing in a guest speaker or having another adult to come in and talk with them.
The program took many hours of planning as students and faculty members worked together to coordinate all the songs, skits, and presentations.
I think the children that were in the show felt a sense of pride from the people, knowing that they could be proud of a race who's contributed a lot to civilization. I also feel that the people who were in the audience, who were there, sort of got an idea of how it was to be Black in that times. Not many people really know about how it is because many schools don't even have a Black history class. So the Black history is sort of limited to what you know. So it gave us a chance to reveal to them different aspects of our lives.
Getting involved in special student activities takes time, but many teachers at Hayfield are willing to do so in order to supplement the educational program. In the drama department, for instance, Rebecca Wilburn works with her students not only during class, but also after school in rehearsals for dramatic productions. She spoke with us about her involvement with her students.
The program at Hayfield is a little bit unique because it's a 7 through 12 program under the jurisdiction of one director, myself. That means that I get to work with 7 through 12, which is a wide range of experiences, knowledge, background, and it makes life very exciting. It's never a dull moment.
Ms. Wilburn makes an effort to get all of her students involved and enlists the help of upperclassmen to get the intermediate students interested in drama.
At the High School Musical.
Yeah.
So were you here to try out for the intermediate one?
Yeah.
Good.
What are you guys doing here?
Well, Dee and I are going to be the assistant directors for the intermediate musical.
And Kim's going to be our musical director again.
Yeah, I'm the scenery chairperson.
I'm costume chairperson.
What type of things did you guys learn when you worked with us on the high school musical?
I learned how to cooperate and work with older people. I learned that I could work with older students, also with my fellow students that I have in regular classes.
I think mostly I learned that everyone's part is important, no matter how small it is.
I learned it was important not to miss practices or dress rehearsals.
I learned how to project more. I learned that a relationship between a high school student and an intermediate student does not have to be based upon age.
Well, I hope you tell your other friends that's trying out for the musical. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Wilburn encourages the young actors with positive comments along with constructive criticism. And whether their role is in front of the audience or behind the scenes, she makes them feel good about their work. Yet another example of people helping people. Students interested in college and careers can also get help from the dedicated faculty members who work in the school's College and Career Center. Hayfield's juniors and seniors especially find the center a wealth of information on college admissions, financial aid, and scholarships.
My name is Charles P. Schaum, and I am a student assistant at this Career Center. And I find the various facilities here very useful for finding information on colleges. For example, the GIS computers are very helpful because you can find out what scholarships you are able to apply for given various qualifications. And the Apple computer is Basically, it's a nice thing to use for example, with that score sense there, that's a helpful information. And all the various college catalogs and everything here is, I like it because it's helped me a lot in picking out my colleges and finding information as far as scholarships goes.
Hello, my name is Carol Hallower, and I'm the Career Center Specialist here at Hayfield Secondary School. The Career Center is a resource center that's open for the students and the community. We offer a wide variety of information for different things for the students to do here. Some of the things they can use are the college information, where they can look and do some research on helping them to decide what college they might want to attend. We have a wide variety of information on different careers, where they may come in and do some research in helping them decide what career they may want to pursue after high school.
The students at Hayfield know that they can get valuable assistance in the College and Career Center, which is open every school day and one night each week. In addition to all the information on colleges and career preparation, there's also a job board listing full or part-time jobs in the area.
Well, I've noticed a lot of students that come in and find something on the job board, and just yesterday a girl came in and told me that a job she applied for, she's hired and she starts on Saturday. And I think there's a lot of information about the technical schools, and we try to deal with that as much as, with 2- and 4-year colleges.
Today's world is changing so quickly, and there's so much competition out there that students really need to have some kind of background information, not only in selecting a college, but also in selecting a career. As far as selecting a career, they're going to have to know what kind of courses they need to take, not only in high school, but if they want to go on to college or a vocational type school. They need to have this background information to make good choices if they're going to compete in today's fast-changing world.
The students at Hayfield Secondary are getting the support and preparation they need to meet the world's challenges, because everyone is working together to provide all the components of a good education. Teachers are providing the academic and extracurricular support. Administrators are working with community members to provide special opportunities. And the students are working together to make their school the best it can be. Everyone who is a part of Hayfield Secondary feels that it is truly a unique institution.
I would identify one of several unique aspects about Hayfield Secondary School this way. We have a wonderfully interesting mix of students in our buildings. These young people come to us from different backgrounds. They come to us from all parts of our country and overseas. There is nothing dull about working with the young people at Hayfield Secondary School. They're a vibrant, exciting mix of young people, and they are able, therefore, to learn from one another and to teach one another every minute of the day, in hallways, in classrooms, in the cafeteria, in the library, and at activities in the evening. That's what makes our young people and our chance to work with them so exciting here at Hayfield Secondary School.
In this atmosphere of people helping people, students, faculty, and administrators are demonstrating their willingness to invest time and effort toward helping one another grow, and toward building the sense of community which makes Hayfield Secondary a very special school.